Geeked versus locked in. Geeked out versus locked in. Geeked out versus locked in. Hello everyone, and welcome to another progress report on Orbital Entropy. So Orbital Entropy is a game I have been working on since the new year. And at first I was calling it Astromodulation as sort of a working title, but I have finally landed on the name Orbital Entropy. Alright, so welcome to the third progress report for Orbital Entropy. Now I may have shown my modified 4-week plan in the last video, but in case I haven't, I'm going to pop it up on the screen here. So we have currently just completed week 4 of my 5-week production studio. Next week is the final week, and I'm going to work on polishing up the game, adding a few more levels. I want to have at least 30. If I can't quite hit that number, I think I'll be okay. Right now I have 15 levels, but I would like around 30. Next week I'm also going to create a trailer, a tutorial for the map editor, and get a bunch of stuff ready to release this game. I am going to show you what I have been working on. Now looking here on the main menu, you may notice not a whole lot has changed. However, there's 2 new buttons up here. We can click them and they will enable and disable different audio tracks. This one controls the sound effects and this one controls the music. So I found this music on itch.io by a guy called George Tanchev. I may be mispronouncing that, but it's just some lo-fi tracks that I thought suited the game, and so I have added them. You'll also notice that I have explosions and explosion sound effects in the game. I showcased some sound for when you orbit planets and when you collect coins last week, but I have added explosions into the game. If we crash into the sun, you'll notice we had an explosion. Now, we can click to retry this level and see if maybe we get somewhere. And you'll notice a new little pop-up happens. Objectives completed, click to finish the level. Before, what would have happened is the level would have just auto-completed. We would have gotten the you win screen and then could have moved on. Now, we wait for the timer to run out, or we let the player just go ahead and end the level. Going back to the main menu, you can see not a whole lot has changed from last week. However, when we click play game, we now get these options. Ignore this one down here, this is just for developer testing. As I showed before, you can play the tutorial straight from here. You can also select levels right here, or you can load in a custom map. Right now we just have one custom map. Oh, we almost hit the sun. And I think we're going to, yep, there we go. That's not what we're here for. Let's go back to the main menu, and let's check out the level select screen. So you can see right here we have 6 levels. We can advance the page, we can go back a page, and we can head all the way to the end. Right now in the game we have 15 levels, and I want to have at least 15 more for release. That means I've got a lot of crunch to do. Now, I've never really wanted to spoil much of the game in these videos. I sort of want it to be a mystery for anyone to play. However, I have made some changes to the order of levels. Going in at level 1, we can see it's the classic level we have right here. We can win. Let's just get another orbit. Objectives complete, click, we win. This one right here is a new level. Originally, let's just go back real quick. Originally, what I had was this level right here for level 2. It introduces 2 suns, and you have to find your way around them. But I thought it would be maybe a little too odd to just have a level like that right after the first one. So I decided, why don't we pretty much have the first level, however we swap out the planet for Mars. This will get the player acquainted with different planets, which comes in play for level 4, which used to be level 3. Not only did level 2 introduce 2 suns, level 3 was this mess. I have now since moved this to level 4, hoping that maybe the player now, knowing how to control the game, will find this level a little easier. However, that's not to say all levels will be easy. This one right here, if we launch at the wrong angle, you're going to see that we are going to run out of time. But we just managed to be lucky and collect some coins. You're going to see that the time runs out, and we fail the level. And now this was already kind of spoiled, but if you collect coins, let me find a good angle right here. I think this should be a decent angle. If you collect coins, so I actually shared some footage of this game on my personal Instagram account, and a good friend from high school asked me, why did the game just seem to end after you collect all the coins? Well, all the coins that are needed, not all the coins possible in the level. And so he was suggesting that maybe I find a solution for this. My solution was first to add more time with the coins, but I guess the problem was I didn't want the player to just sit there waiting for the timer to count down. So I worked with the solution of just having some objectives. Like I said, if we go back into level 1, we can launch our Earth right here. That was a bad angle. I knew that was a bad angle. You can see that we have 300 coins, and once we make this final orbit, this objectives complete pops up. We can either wait and see if maybe the simulation will collect this last coin, or we can just go ahead and let's do it again. We can just go ahead, as soon as we complete these objectives, we can just end the level. So some of my time this week was not only spent on levels, but also adjusting and tweaking some mechanics. However, for this last week we are coming into, I believe that most of the base mechanics are done. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not going to have to mess with any other mechanics. I can just go on creating levels and everything should be good. I'm getting a phone call. We have a few complications getting some pizza. Anyways, let's get right back to this. So as of right now, as far as I'm concerned, I'm not going to have to adjust any more mechanics. This last week can be spent on promotion, production, and level design. That's pretty much all there is to it. The HTML build is pretty much the same. We have that music and sound and stuff like before. And pretty much all it is just the game without the map editor. Anyways, guys, that's it for this video. May not seem like a whole lot, but I have been putting in the work, and I am very happy with the results. So, I hope to have a devlog by the end of next week. Not just a little progress report, but a full-on devlog, and I hope to have the game out. So thank you all so much for watching, and have a nice day.